Surely the wizard was not the tailor and number 39's brother Mustafa, and therefore not Aladdin and number 39's uncle. He is an African, born there. Africa is a country with more people practicing witchcraft than anywhere else. He started practicing since he was young, and after about 40 years of doing magic, divination, and reading witch books, he discovered that there was a magic lamp in the world that, if captured, would be more powerful than any king in the world. According to a feng shui fortune-telling, he knew that the lamp was placed in China, in a place in the landscape as mentioned above. Convinced of that discovery, he made a long, arduous trip to get close to the city to access the treasure. But although the lamp was in the right place, he was not allowed to lift the stone up and down into the cellar himself. Someone else had to go down there and get the lamp and put it in his hand. So he got acquainted with Aladdin. He seemed like a carefree child suitable for what he needed, and he decided that when he had the lamp, he would cast a spell to close the cellar door, sacrificing the boy to get rid of the evidence. He slapped Aladdin and showed off his authority to him in order to scare him into obeying, so that when he was told to give him the magic lamp, he would have to give it immediately. Things happened against his will. He quickly and cruelly killed Aladdin, afraid that if he hesitated, someone would hear and know what he wanted to hide. When the old wizard saw that there was no more hope, he set out to return to Africa, not going to the city where he left with Aladdin, fearing that many people would see him going with him and return without him. It seems people Don and number 39's hear about Aladdin anymore. But even the person who wanted him to disappear forever forgot that he put a ring on Aladdin and number 39's finger that could save him. Aladdin never thought about the evil mind of his impostor uncle, who only knew about the caresses and good things he did for him. When he saw he was buried alive, he called his uncle thousands of times, shouting that he was ready to give him the lamp, but to no avail. Having to stay in the darkness of the cellar, after crying and being bored, he went down the stairs to get out into the light of the garden that had passed. The wall that had previously opened due to a miracle had closed on its own. He groped everywhere but could N&39's find the door. He cried even more, sitting on the stairs of the basement with no hope of seeing light again. He was so sad, certain of approaching death. Aladdin was in that condition for 2 days without eating or drinking. On the 3rd day, seeing that death was inevitable, he raised his hands and cried to heaven. With that movement of clasping his hands, he accidentally rubbed the ring the wizard put on his finger without knowing its power. Immediately a god with a huge face, a terrifying look, and a towering appearance appeared in front of him as if rising from the ground, his head touching the vault, and said to Aladdin, "What do you want?" "I am ready to obey his commands as a slave to those who have the ring on their fingers, me and the other slaves of the ring." In any other case, Aladdin, who was not used to seeing such a thing, would have been scared and speechless before that strange face. But worried about the current danger, he did not hesitate to say, "Whoever you are, if you have the power, take me out of this place." As soon as he finished speaking, the ground opened up and he was standing outside the cellar door, right where the wizard led him. Aladdin stayed for a long time in the dark. At first it was difficult to endure the light of day. His eyes gradually got used to it. He looked around and found it strange that there were no holes in the ground. He didn't #39's understand how he got out of the ground. Only the dirt left made him realize where the basement was. Looking toward the city, he saw the surrounding gardens and recognized the path the wizard had led him here. Thanking heaven and earth for allowing him to return to life, he followed that path back to the city and tiredly trudged home. Happy to see his mother again, combined with weakness from not eating for 3 days, he fainted for a while. The mother cried because her son was missing or dead. Seeing him in that condition, she ran to cure him so he could wake up. At the beginning of his recovery, his first words were, "Mom, first let me eat. I haven and number 39. Eaten anything for 3 days." The mother gave her child what she had, and said, "Son, Don and number 39. Eat in a hurry, it and number 39. Dangerous, eat a little at a time and then eat as you like, you need to rest. I Don and number 39. Even want you to talk. When I feel better, I will tell my mother. Seeing you again, I felt very reassured after many worries since Friday when I saw that it was dark and you didn't and #39. Come home." Aladdin listened to his mother and number 39's words, calmly ate gradually, drinking each sip. After finishing the meal, he said to his mother, "Mom, I am very sad that you easily entrusted me to the person who intended to kill me, and while I am speaking, he is sure that I am already dead. Mom thought he was your uncle and I thought so too. Well, how else can we think in front of someone who is so affectionate, kind to our children, and promises such beneficial deeds? You know, Mom, he and number 39's just a traitor, cruel, deceitful person. He was good to me, making such promises to achieve the goal of eliminating me as I said, but neither Mother nor I knew the reason. Mom will understand when you hear me recount in detail what happened from the time I went with him until he carried out his plan." Aladdin recounted what happened on Friday when the wizard came to take him to see the castles and gardens outside the city on the way to the 2 mountains, where the wizard performed a miracle and threw a fragrant powder into the fire. And recited a few incantations. The ground immediately opened and there was an entrance to the cellar leading to priceless treasure. He did not forget the witch and number 39's slap and then calmed down. He made many promises, put the ring on his finger, and told him to go down to the cellar. He did not miss a single bit of what he saw through the 3 rooms, the garden and the dunes. Then he showed his mother the lamp he had taken there and the transparent, multicolored fruits he had picked when he returned to fill 2 cloth bags. Those fruits are actually precious stones, sparkling like the sun, illuminating the whole room, and can be guessed to be of great value. Aladdin and number 39's mother knew nothing more about these things than her son. She was raised in poor conditions, her husband was not rich enough to give her precious gems, and she had never seen such gems in other people and number 39's homes, relatives or neighbors. So it is not surprising that she sees them as objects of little value, if only pleasing to the eye because of their many colors. So Aladdin left the bags of gems behind the chair he was sitting on. He continued the story from the moment he was about to leave the tunnel door, because he refused to give the wizard the lamp, so he cast a spell to close the tunnel door immediately. He could N and #39 stop the tears from flowing as he told about the miserable situation in the basement when he found himself buried alive in the ground and only came back to life because he accidentally rubbed the ring. After finishing, he said to his mother, "Mom already knows the rest. No need to say anything more." This is your adventure, the danger you and number 39. They been through since I didn't and #39. See you anymore. Aladdin and number 39. Mother listened intently to the end of the strange magical story that broke the heart of the mother who loved her child despite his shortcomings. In the most touching places, the witch and number 39's disloyalty clearly shows that she could not stop her angry and hateful gesture. After her son finished telling the story, she cursed the trickster repeatedly, calling him a fraud, a liar, a barbarian, a murderer, a witch, and an enemy who destroys humanity. She added, "That and number 39's right, my child. He is an old wizard, an enemy of everyone, a wizard who has relationships with the devil through spells and mysterious actions. Thanks to God, I was able to escape inevitable death because his cruel deed was not carried out." She also said many things, hating the wizard for deceiving her son, but realizing that Aladdin had not slept for 3 days, she told him to go to bed and she also went to sleep. The boy slept soundly all night, only waking up very late the next morning. He went to see his mother. The first thing he said to her was that he was hungry and was very happy that she gave him lunch. The mother replied, "Alas? Son, I Don and number 39 have a piece of cake left for you. Yesterday I ate all the little food left in the house. But please bear with it for a while, I have some fabric to sell. Soon I will buy cakes and food so we can have dinner together." "Mother," said Aladdin, "I am saving the fabric for another time. Give me the lamp I brought home yesterday. I will sell it to get money to buy something for lunch, dinner and maybe enough for a late-night snack too." The mother went into the place where she had kept the lamp and took out the lamp. Here she said to her child, "But it and number 39's very dirty, cleaning it will probably be more valuable." She used fine sand and water to clean the lamp. As soon as she rubbed the lamp, immediately in front of her and her son appeared an ugly, huge god with a booming voice. "What do you want?" "I am ready to obey as his slave, the slave of those who have the lamp in their hands, me and the other slaves of the lamp." Aladdin and #39's mother no longer had the strength to answer. Seeing the ugly, scary face, as soon as she heard the god speak, she was frightened and fell unconscious. Aladdin saw the god appear so close to the basement, so he didn't and #39's waste time thinking. Immediately took the lamp to supplement his mother and number 39's shortcomings, and answered for her. "I and number 39 am hungry, bring me something to eat." The god disappeared, returning a moment later carrying on his head a large silver tray containing 12 silver plates filled with delicious food, 6 snow-white cakes, 2 bottles of wine and 2 silver handheld glasses. He put those things on the sofa and disappeared. It happened in just a moment while Aladdin and number 39's mother was unconscious. The son had to sprinkle water on his mother and number 39's face several times to help her recover, and perhaps the taste of the delicious food the god brought also had an impact, so after a while she woke up. Aladdin said, "Mom, it and number 39's nothing. Get up and eat again. These are the things that calm you down and satisfy my appetite." Don and number 39's let such delicious food get cold, let and number 39's eat it. The mother was extremely surprised to see a large tray full of delicious foods, cakes, wine and aromas emanating from the plates of food. She asked her child, "My child, why is it so abundant, and to whom do we owe our gratitude?" About this generosity? Did the king know that we were poor and took care of us? Mom, let and number 39 go to the dinner table. You have the same needs as me. After eating, I will tell you clearly. They sat at the table and ate deliciously as if they had never had a full meal. While eating, Aladdin and number 39's mother tirelessly looked at the trays and plates of food, although she did not know exactly what they were made of silver or what material they were because she had never seen such utensils. In fact, she did not know their value, just their newness. Their strangeness was enough to impress her. Her son didn't and #39 know any more. Aladdin and his mother didn't and #39 think it was just a simple lunch, but they had it as dinner. Delicious food makes them feel delicious, and while the food is still hot, they think it and number 39's good to have 2 meals as one, not eat them twice. Once the double meal is done, there in number 39's enough left over not only for a late-night snack but quite enough for 2 full meals the next day. After Aladdin and number 39's mother finished eating and put away the remaining food for future meals, she sat on the sofa near her child. "Aladdin," she said, "I am anxious to hear the story you promised." Aladdin recounted exactly what happened between the genie and him while his mother fainted. She was very surprised by her child and number 39's story and the appearance of the god, so she asked her child, "What do you want to say about your gods?" "Since I was born until now, I have not heard of anyone meeting a god. Why did that ugly god come before my mother? Why did he tell his mother and not his son, the person he appeared in front of in the basement? Mother, the god just now is not the one who came to me. They are similar in appearance but completely different in face and way of dressing. They belong to different owners. If you remember, the person I saw claimed to be the slave of the ring on my finger, and the person I just saw was the slave of the lamp I held in my hand." "How? So my lamp was the reason that scary genie spoke to me?" "Well, my child, take the lamp away from my eyes and put it wherever you like. I Don and number 39's want to touch it anymore. I am willing to throw it away or sell it rather than risk dying of fear. If you believe me, you should also throw away the ring. Don and number 39's have sex with the gods. They are demons that the prophets said. Mother, if you allow it, I will not sell it as planned. The lamp will be very useful to us." "Mom, Don and number 39's you see what it just gave us? We must let it continue to provide us with food and clothing. I and number 39's am sure you can guess why your cruel uncle must have done that, made such a long and arduous trip. It was to get the magic lamp that he wanted more than all the gold and silver that he knew was in the rooms and I also saw with my own eyes. He clearly knew the value of the lamp, so he asked for nothing more than that rich treasure. Serendipity has taught us the power of the light. We must use it to our advantage but must be very discreet, so that the neighbors do not envy and hate us. I and number 39's hide it somewhere out of sight, and find it again when needed. As for the ring, I can and number 39's throw it away. Without it, my mother would never see me again. Mom let me keep it and always wear it on my finger like a precious thing. Who knows, maybe I will encounter another danger that you and I cannot foresee and it will save me. What Aladdin said was very reasonable. His mother had no further argument. She said, "Son, do as you think. As for me, I don't and number 39. Want to get involved with the gods. I told you, I won and number 39. Get involved in that matter any further." Thank you for joining us for today's fairy tale. We hope these stories bring joy and meaning to your day. If you love our channel, please hit the subscribe button so you won't miss any exciting tales. Wishing you a good night and sweet dreams. See you in the next story.